Okay, so Kingdra, the water dragon type Pokemon. This Pokemon is amazing. It has everything you need. It's got a great move pool. It's got a good stat spread, and it's got fantastic abilities. So let's go ahead and take a look at its stat spread here. We're going to start with the HP at 75, and this is going to be its weakest stat. And we only go up from here. So then we're going to go with attack, defense, special attack, and special defense, all at 95. So this is really cool because one, it means he's got a little bulk to him, so he's not squishy, he can actually take some hits. But two, you can actually choose either side of his move pool and not reduce the damage that you're doing. So you can go with your attack, you can do a special attack build. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this Pokemon, a lot of ways to build him. And then his speed stat's going to be 85, which isn't the best, but not the worst. It's kind of in the middle there. However, one of his abilities is going to actually make up for that and make this just absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and move right on. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these abilities. Now, with the abilities, the main ability that you're going to use on this Pokemon the most, not always, but the most, is going to be Swift Swim. And this is amazing because of a couple reasons. One, it's not a hidden ability, so it's a little easier to come by. And two, this is going to double your speed in battle when it's raining. So when you have a Pokemon that sets the rain via Rain Dance or Drizzle, so something like a Politoed, when they enter the battle, now this Pokemon is twice as fast and it's going to be able to get the job done that much faster. So that's really, really cool. It also has another ability, Sniper. We see this on something like Inteleon as well. And what this is going to do is going to boost the damage on a critical hit. So instead of doing 1.5 damage for a critical hit, the Pokemon will now do 2.2 times the damage. So there is some room for using this in some builds. It's pretty cool. We do have one build today where you could use Sniper, but let's go ahead and look at the last ability, and that is going to be Damp. Now, Damp is not going to be the one that you're probably going to be using that much. Right now, there's nothing in the meta that's really calling for this, and this is going to prevent all Pokemon on the field from using Self-Destruct, Explosion, Mind Blown, and Misty Explosion. So things that OHKO yourself and, you know, do damage to everything on the field. So this is going to be a protection thing, but you're really going to be using the Swift Swim and the Sniper. Alright, so moving into resistances, he's not going to be boasting a crazy amount of resistances here. This is kind of where his weakness really is. He does have a half resistance to steel type Pokemon, or steel type moves, and then he's got a fourth resistant to fire and water, which is nice. I mean, that is nice considering how much water we're seeing right now and how much fire there is in the game. So this is good here. It just, he doesn't have a lot more. It would be nice if he had something like 5 or 6 resistances to kind of go with. However, if we continue to move on, he does only have 2 weaknesses. So at least his weaknesses aren't overwhelming his resistances, but his weaknesses are going to be Dragon and Fairy. Now, while we're not seeing a crazy amount of Dragon, Fairy's all over the place. So just be careful with the Fairy type Pokemon because they will hurt you really bad and you are going to have that 2 times weakness. Hey guys, if you're liking this video or it's helping you at all, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Also, feel free to come by the Twitch channel where we do mostly Pokemon Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots of raids, shiny hunting, battles, you name it. But let's go ahead and get back to the rest of the video. Alright, so time to get into the meat. Let's look at some of these movesets, and we are going to start out with just some heavy offensive movesets, some things that you're going to be able to use to just come in and start pounding the opponent. So we're going to go ahead and look at the EV spread here. This is going to be 252 into special attack, so we're going to be focusing on the special attack side here, with 196 into HP and 60 into speed. So we're going to boost the speed stat a little bit, but the reason we're not going to focus on it is because we are using Swift Swim, so we're already going to double our speed stat. So unless there's something else on the field that also doubles in the rain, then we're going to be first no matter what. So this is great, and then we're going to throw a Life Orb on this to increase the damage. Go ahead and put Modest as the nature on here so we can boost the damage. If you want, you could throw a Timid on there. If you just wanted a couple more points into speed, that's okay to do too. However, I do like to just kind of beef this set out, and this is the set that I've been using the most. This is the one that I've been using the absolute most, and it's been doing very, very good. So let's go ahead and look at the moveset. All right, so we have Scald on here. Scald is always going to be good because it has that chance of burning. Plus, we're obviously going to get some stab bonus on this. So this is always a good move to have on there. And then we're going to go into Hurricane. And this is actually going to be kind of where the fun really begins, because not only have we already set the rain for the Swift Swim, but the rain is also going to boost the accuracy on Hurricane up to 100. So we're going to be doing a base power of 110 damage with 100% accuracy and a 30% chance to confuse. This is really cool. And then another bonus to Hurricane is we're seeing things like Cinderace using Bounce. Hurricane can actually hit Pokemon that are in semi-invulnerable states of Fly, Bounce, and Skydrop. So not Dive or Dig, but if a Pokemon like a Cinderace comes out and is using Bounce, you'll actually be able to hit this Pokemon while it's up in the air. So that's a really cool bonus as well to this move. And then you're obviously going to get the great coverage for flying against things like Rillaboom, any kind of grass Pokemon that are coming out, and so on and so forth. So this is a fantastic move that we can put on here. Then we're going to go ahead and put Flash Cannon on here. This is going to give us that coverage that we need against those pesky fairy type Pokemon. So this is awesome. This is going to give you that nice coverage. And then we're going to put, you've got a couple options here. I personally like to use Draco Meteor. There's not a crazy amount of dragon in the game that I'm really looking to use the dragon type move on. Now you do get the bonus from the D-Max version of it. However, you could also go with Dragon Pulse. That way you're not going to take that negative stat loss when you use Draco Meteor. So just keep that in mind. I really like Draco Meteor. I use it infrequently out of Dynamax, but it definitely has that bonus to kind of one-shot one of the dragon Pokemon when you do find one. So something like a Dracozolt comes out, you can kill it. Something like a Dracopult comes out, you can kill it. Okay, so this next moveset is going to be very, very similar to the previous one. In fact, we can go ahead and just carbon copy over the EVs from the last one, except we're going to change the 252 into attack instead of special attack. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the nature and change that from modest to adamant. So this time we're going to be focused on the physical attacking versus the special attacking. We're still going to be rocking Swift Swim because why not? Now, if we go into moveset, we're going to change it up a little bit. So we've got Liquidation here because Liquidation is a great heavy hitting stab bonus move for this Pokemon. But we're also going to add the new tutor move, Flip Turn. So this is kind of a cool thing. You're going to do some good damage, but you're also going to be able to pivot out if there is maybe a big threat on the field like a Togekiss, something that could really hurt you. You can get a quick hit and pivot out and bring in something that's going to be able to manage that other Pokemon a little bit better. Now we are going to add Bounce on here because we do want to have that kind of grass type coverage. It's a great move to have. And then we are going to throw some Iron Head on here as well. Now you could go ahead and put something like Dragon Rush or something else on this Pokemon to get that dragon type coverage. However, this is kind of what I was liking to use. If you want to sacrifice Flip Turn, that is definitely something that you can consider there, but I would recommend keeping Liquidation on. Okay, and this last moveset is where we're going to get a little tricky and do a couple other kind of fun things. So we are going to have a completely different EV spread here. We're going to do HP 156, Defense 60, Special Defense 156, and Special Attack 136. So we're going to be going to the Special Attack, but we're going to be making him a little bit more bulky here instead of just going straight offense. And then what we're going to do for the item is we're going to add leftovers on there. So with that bulk, he's going to be able to recover a little bit every turn. So something you could consider that would be kind of fun to do would maybe be throw a Grassy Seed on the Pokemon, pair it with something like a Rillaboom that sets the Grassy Surge, the grassy terrain when it comes out onto the field. Then you get a +1 to your defense right away, and you kind of start off a little bit even more bulky than you already are. So that could be something fun that you could consider with this set as well. As far as abilities, we are going to be rocking Swift Swim again. However, with this set, you could choose Sniper on here, and that would be able to give you a little bit more damage boost every now and then when you do crit in order to make up for the less damage that you were doing overall with the EVs. So if we look at the actual moveset here, we've got Scald, Hurricane, Protect, and Flash Cannon. So we're still going to get our coverage against that fairy weakness with Flash Cannon there, and we're going to be still rocking that Hurricane in the rain because it's so good, it's so cool, and I love using it. And then Scald again is going to be our stab bonus, so we're going to be able to do a great amount of damage, especially boosted in the rain, and our stab, it's going to be doing just awesome. Okay, so that's Kingdra, guys. He's so amazing. I really hope you add him to your team. He's so much fun to play with, and we are going to be hosting on the Twitch channel a shiny Swift Swim Kingdra Den on June 27th and June 28th, so Saturday and Sunday, and it's going to be great. We will catch some extra ones for trades for anybody that does come into the channel afterwards, obviously. However, that is going to be something we have up. Guys, thank you so much for staying and watching this video. He's so good. I love this Pokemon, and I hope it helped you out. If it did, drop a like and subscribe. Otherwise, I certainly hope I see you in the next video. But until then, take care.